Well, hi, everybody, and welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show on a delightful Monday afternoon. Joined back in the studio, and welcome back, Sammy Birdman. How are you?
I'm excellent. Carl, how are you?
How was your week up in Lubbock? Tell us all about it.
I'm flaking. It was so dry and windy up there. I didn't have enough lotion to keep myself moisturized, so I'm flaking everywhere.
Well, the weather, it went from chilly early in the week to
No, it did
warm.
not. It went from freezing cold to okay during golf, cold, breezy cold, to burning hot at track. So it was a great week. Ended well.
That's the way Lubbock weather is.
It is crazy.
It can change in a heartbeat. Well, we do have a lot of things to talk about. Some excitement in Lubbock and little track, little tennis going on, little baseball, little softball. Where do you want to start?
Well, just like to mention again, Hudson Reagan and Sir Jones, I thought competed extremely well for their first opportunity to go to Lubbock and see what regional's like and see what the weather's like and have an opportunity to perform against some of the best in the state. And I thought it was a great learning tool for them. Very pleased with the way both of them played. Then I stayed the night and went to some track on what was it, Friday, Saturday. And boy, I thought our kids performed extremely well. And we kicked off the day with Kylie Morris jumping 36 feet on one of her first jumps, and the girl from Glen Rose jumped 36.3. So she was sitting in second place, and we're good. And the girl from Glen Rose jumped 36.5, and we're still sitting them. They relined them. We made it to the final. She's set number 2. Go to our first jump, and jumps out there a little bit, and then everything's still rocking and rolling like we got a chance. Well, on her 5th jump, she jumps 36 feet 11 inches. Ooh. I mean, just busted out there. And what's neat about that is Kylie hadn't been working the triple jump very long. I think the next couple of weeks are give her the opportunity until the 6th to get better prepared in technique and work with Coach Howard and Coach Neely, that she's going to get a little bit better. And then so she jumped 36.11, and then the little girl from Glen Rose, I don't know where it came from, but on her last jump she jumped 37.1 and wound up winning the region. But it was awesome that Kylie was already in and knew she was in and was out there jumping for experience. And then Emma Stigmuller is finished 3rd in the 800, and she came from 4th and had a great finish and passed the girl that was in 3rd and wound up finishing 3rd and wound up being the alternate in the it's not alternate,
wild card or
the
something
wild
like
card.
that,
That's the word, the wild card for the state, which means there are 4 regions in the state of Texas in our classification and all classifications. They take the top 2 teams in each region to state, so that makes 8 participants. University of Texas has a 9-lane track. So instead of just having one lane open, they created the wild card, which allows the fastest, the highest, the longest 3rd place position in the state of Texas to advance the state. And that's what that wild card is. And Emma happened to be the fastest 3rd place position in all 4 regions, so she's going to get to advance to the state track meet and go run in the 800. I think that's an awesome experience for a freshman to get to be able to do.
Man, how about that? Of course, state track meets 7th and 8th at Mike Myers Arena there in Austin. Always a fun place to hang out.
Yes, it is. I'll be there all day Thursday, and I'm actually working Friday and Saturday, so I'll be there for the duration, that's for sure.
All right. Congratulations to all of our area athletes for making it to the state track and field meet. That takes a lot of work and well-deserved.
Yeah, a lot of girls. We had a lot of participants, and the boys, I thought, performed extremely well. Just didn't wind up being in the top 2. But, man, it was a great track meet. They competed well, and we had so many PRs on Friday, Saturday. It was amazing to me. I mean, our boys 4x2 ran 2 seconds faster than they've run all year. Our girls, quarters and miles and 800s and all that. We were reduced our time and upped our distance in what we were performing in. So really pleased with the output our kids had and the way they went out there and competed and represented our school. So it was a great end of the week.
Boy, no doubt about that. All right, you want to talk a little softball maybe, Lady Lions?
Yeah, congratulations to the Lady Lions. They were down, 11-8 in the 7th inning and scored 11 runs. Is that correct, Stuckley, to win 19-11?
They were up 8-7 and scored 11 runs to go up 19-7.
They
wow.
won 19-11.
They being us.
We led basically the whole way.
8-7.
Yeah,
I got you. That's
11
not
runs in the last inning.
11 runs in the last inning, and wound up giving up a couple to them, which was good that we got that security. So regardless how I heard that a little different, but I was trying to keep up the best I could. But regardless, it was a win over Stephenville. The girls will be playing the Vernon Lions, which we've matched up with several years in the past, and they always got a great program. That'll be Friday at 4 o'clock for game 1, and then we'll just sit tight and watch game 2 at 7 o'clock. That will be in Graham, Texas. And then if needed on Saturday, we'll play the 3rd game, or the rubber game, and that would be at 11 o'clock. But let's hope that we don't have to do that. We win game 1 and 2, and just scar to the Vernon Lions. They've got us a couple times, so it's time for us to get them.
Man, Graham's got a beautiful stadium, as we do, so go out and support the Lady Lions. If not, Mike Blagg and Ashley Gomez will have the play.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be dang.
about
Where's
that?
Carl Wayne going to be calling baseball at Brownwood, Texas?
Might be here watching Brownwood and Stephenville.
Yeah.
Takes us to a little baseball. this
We
week.
do. We got baseball tomorrow night. The varsity, I think, 5 o'clock, 4:30 with the JV, and then varsity kickoff at 7 versus Stephenville tomorrow night. And then I'll also come back to Brownwood again on Friday and play the same time against Stephenville again. If you recall, we had bad weather and wound up flopping sites for the first game of that series, and we went to Stephenville when they were supposed to come here. So we do have almost some sort of a double header, just saying 2 games and at home in 1 week, both against Stephenville, and that'll be tomorrow and then Friday.
All right. By the way, I do want to mention those games have no bearings on the playoffs anymore.
Right.
We're 3 up on Gatesville. We could catch Lampasas, but they have a tiebreaker. So it's Stephenville, Lampasas, us, Gatesville will be 1, 2, 3, and 4.
4.
And looks like we're going to be playing Iowa Park at the bi-district round next week.
It'll be interesting where we play that game, but they'll have a good program, that's for sure.
Oh, no doubt about that. Graham and Iowa Park, Burke Burnett, I mean, just neck and neck in that district. So, but good time, little baseball tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. I'm looking forward to being at home before I jump in a Suburban that morning and next morning and drive to Lubbock to watch our regional qualifiers in tennis. So Wednesday, Thursday is the regional tennis tournament in Lubbock.
All right. Wednesday and Thursday.
That is correct.
Somebody told me Monday and Tuesday.
That was probably me because that's when it was supposed to be. And I think it got moved because it was going to be in Amarillo, and then maybe they had some dates set already. And then when they brought it back to Lubbock, I don't know how the dates got changed, but I was informed it was Monday, Tuesday too, and found out that it was going to wind up being Wednesday, Thursday. Did I smush your toe there?
No, you did not. So you're loading up the family truckster and heading back to Lubbock on Wednesday.
I am, man. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to watch our kids compete. You know, we got singles, and we got mixed doubles, and we got a girls doubles team, you know, competing, and I'm excited to watch them play, but not excited about driving back to Lubbock.
All right. It could be stormy, too, in Lubbock on Wednesday.
Thanks.
So
Usually
I
if
just
I'm
wanted
going
to
that
make your
way,
day for you.
if I'm going, you know, I tell you what, the one thing I did well is I had a what they call a closet full of clothes in the Suburban, so I actually almost had enough clothes. It was so cold. I think I told you on the radio. I mean, on the when we did the radio show with Haley, it was so cold that I had on blue jeans, sweats, sweat undershirt, sweat top, and coat and gloves, and still was frozen to the bone. I can't believe those girls had to play in that in a regional match.
Unbelievable. That
It was
Monday and
unbelievable.
Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Man.
Thursday were not comfortable for golf. That's for sure.
But they persevered.
They
and
went
did
out there and
well.
played hard.
Yeah. And
Did you see the kid that shot the 130?
Yes, from Argyle.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
130.
Shot 63 on Thursday or Wednesday, whatever day, and a 67 the day
Well, the
before.
63 was the worst day of the two when it came to weather, I think, as
How in the
well.
world did he do? That's unheard of.
Yeah, I saw several kids from Monahans and several kids from Argyle hitting as we're walking by, say one hole, they were going another, and I would watch their approach shots, and they were sticking them tight, boy.
Boy, I tell you, you know, some of those West Texas kids, they can play golf because they're out there on those rough old courses, and they learn to play rough golf.
You
man.
just opened a can of worms, is what you did, because I'm starting to get a little irritated when I start thinking about it. You look at the schools out there that do extremely well. You got
Andrews.
you got Monahans, you got Fort
Seminole.
Stockton, you got Seminole, you got a bunch of these groups that do extremely well. The El Paso schools, you can't blame them. But the course that we're playing on is just like them playing at home. It's windy, they're dry, the greens are green, but they're dry and the ball does not check up, the ball releases. I started thinking, man, we need to start lobbying to move the regional golf meets somewhere closer to Central Texas to where, when you got people from all the way from Fort Worth coming to play out at Lubbock. I mean, I know it's and you got it from the Panhandle and from El Paso. I understand that, but boy, those kids. I sat there and watched those kids from Andrews and Monahans and was able to walk along with one of our groups, and a kid from Fort Stockton was in that group, and he's an exceptional golfer. But man, I started thinking, what an advantage these guys have,
No doubt.
because they're used to playing in this elements, they're used to playing on this type of terrain, they're used to playing on these type of greens. It's a disadvantage for those kids that are coming from North and Central Texas to face those type of elements and courses. But I guess it is what it is. But
Bring it
maybe
to Brownwood.
yeah, move it to the hideout or
Exactly.
somewhere in a country club somewhere. Let's let it be a little warmer, less windy, and maybe you hit a ball on a green, it's going to bite and stay. So
Yeah.
it would be neat to see them moving around a little bit more, so that the kids in different geographical areas will have some kind of
agree.
advantage as well. But
Yeah. It's
that's
hard
my
to
2 cents on that.
Well, kids from Argyle going to Lubbock for regionals, that just doesn't make much sense
doesn't.
anyway. So
It doesn't.
Anyway, all right, great stuff. How's the summer athletic conditioning program or spring going?
That's going really well. Like I said, I was out all last week, but Coach Mauser's sort of been heading that thing up because Coach Jones was gone, and everyone's been out and about, and Coach Howard and everybody's been out and about, and Coach Mauser's been sort of trying to do the baseball thing and head up the off season, but doing really well. We're 3 days a week with our spring football stuff that we're doing,
Yes,
and
sir.
then we're lifting 2 days a week. We'll kick off our home league for 7-on-7 starting Monday. On Monday nights in May, 4 Monday nights in May, we'll play our home league, and anybody can come out and sit in the lawn chair and watch that. It's casual. We try to get as many kids out there as we can, and then of course we'll kick off our 7-on-7 state qualifying tournaments. I think that's on May the 15th, and we'll be off and running with that. And next thing you know, here we are again. So I'm excited about what we have. I'm excited about the chemistry of our kids. I'm excited about the work ethic that they're starting to develop, and excited about the future.
Boy, me too. I'm getting excited. All right, so a little start May 15th,
Yep.
7-on-7.
Also, just while I'm sitting there thinking about it, I want to mention, we have our We Are Brownwood golf tournament for the Brownwood Booster Club. That's going to be May the 22nd. You can go on to wearebrownwood.com and register. On the 21st, we'll have the silent auction and the supper, which you can buy a plate, you can buy a table, a seat or a table for that. So go to wearebrownwood.com and check that out. Get entered in the dinner, and also sign up for the golf tournament. And let's fill that thing up. It's going to be held at Brownwood Country Club, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the faces. So we're like a big old reunion, and go out and raise money for our kids. Like I said, the focus on that golf tournament is to help do what we need to get the blueprints to develop some of our facilities, and also raise money for all of our organizations, boys, girls, and at all levels in sports, to give them the things they need to be successful.
All right, good stuff. So put that on your calendar. I always said to show you this. People can't see this at home or hear it, but there you go, right there. Isn't that pretty special?
That's good.
Yeah. Of course, our thoughts remain with Dallas. And
Always.
He continues to go
Always.
through his two-a-days, so to speak.
Yeah, that's what she
therapy.
told me, that he's going through his 2-a-days, which is good.
Yeah, it is.
Nice to see him up and walking around. That's awesome.
Amen. All right. Man, great stuff today. Coach, who won the race yesterday? It was Brad Kozlowski,
Yeah.
your boy.
You know what's crazy is he was in a fender bender earlier and wound up winning. My guy was in third until like the last lap, and he wound up finishing 17th or something. Thanks, Star.
She wouldn't know.
18th. It's matched his number, but I thought he ran well all day, and I was really hoping that Matthew Benedetto would wind up winning it, but it didn't happen. But one of the big major Penske win it with Keselowski.
I understood Joey Logano had a little incident.
Yeah, he went to spinning. He's another Penske guy, and he went to spinning. He thought that car was going to be an airplane for a little bit, but I was singing "Sky Rockets in Flight."
Afternoon delight.
Sing it, Carl. So he was flipping.
He was. We watched the video this morning.
Yeah, that could be real scary. We take it like, oh, it's nothing. Well, they're going 203 miles an hour,
That's scary.
strapped into a car, and it looks like it's nothing, but yes, it did.
Unbelievable.
That air got underneath it. You put enough force behind anything, it'll fly, and they got enough air under it, it had enough force behind it, it started flying. And good thing it didn't start flipping, but it wound up being lesser of an accident. There wasn't a big major accident really at Talladega like there usually is, so it's a pretty clean race.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, Coach, this was a fine show today.
Yeah, I'm glad we got our Monday morning NASCAR report in.
Me too. Always got to do that.
What happened to Star? What happened to Chase? He was like 8 laps behind, or was out, or something. Didn't he have a run into someone ran into him or something? But he's quite the racer. He's pretty good.
He is good.
We'll keep you posted on Chase Elliott
Chase
on
Elliott,
next
yes.
week's episode of
That's right.
Monday Morning NASCAR.
That's right. Who needs that NASCAR update every day? We got it right here.
That's right.
All right.
We're full of
Chase
it.
Elliott, he's got some good bloodlines. in
Yes,
his
he is.
family
He is the
racing.
most popular racer in NASCAR, by the
I
way.
think so. I think so. All right, Coach, anything else today?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes, Burner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Pete's, Landmark Live, MC Bank, Painter Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, Willie's Teas, Carl Wayne, KOXC, Star, Derek, and our meteorologist, Randy Turner.
Who says you could have some stormy weather on
Yes,
Wednesday up in Lubbock?
He said that I heard this morning that it could be thunderstormish the next 3 days around here.
It very well could be. We'll have to work our way through it. Coach, as always, thank you. Safe travels, and we'll visit Wednesday via telecommunications on the phone.
That is
however
correct.
works.
That is correct. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett coaches show every Monday and Wednesday at this time here on KOXC, and of course, back on video at KOXC.com and the KOXC Facebook page.